Hello there, welcome back to episode 56 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea. We will today, hopefully, finish the preparations to get this beauty here started up, and we're going to continue our preparations of the secondary pump stack while we're at it. Now, the good news first, we got a perfect blueprint of stuff working out as intended, so we can just mirror that on the opposite side. I am very, very confident that this should be working out just swimmingly. Well, let's see what we can get done today. So I'm gonna put up the gear assemblies just like I did on the other side. It's always lovely when you have derived a blueprint that you're working with. So we are today still waiting on these bridges, this bridge linking job. Alright, a caravan has arrived, so we shouldn't ignore our friends. Look at them come on in. This is one of the more majestic moments of this fortress. I don't know why we have all that litter here on the floor. That really bothers me. I need to check on out with DFHack how I can unlock these items, because, well, technically we should have room for that. Maybe there's not enough room allocated at my spot where I manage my clothes at. Huh, maybe that's the reason. Let's try it out. I just know that sometimes in Dwarf Fortress things are also bugged in a way that somebody claims possession on something and then people can't interact with it anymore. But maybe, just maybe, this stuff here hasn't had a spot to be stored in. We'll see about that. So for starters, you guys will receive fine barrels of prepared food from us, and we'll be buying some ingredients for drinks in return. That's just the circle of life of Koganaros. Food in, booze out, or no, food out, booze in, whatever. You get the idea. Alright, but look at this. Yep. There was just no spot where things were supposed to be stored at. Nice. It's always good to find your mistakes, even if it does take a dozen of hours or two. Alright, so we can offer that stuff, and let's see. These guys, of course, have the craziest things on their caravan. Look, they even have pianos. They call it near, but I don't care. That's a piano. If that's not a piano, I don't know what it is. It's a near, I know, but... Alright, so these guys also happen to sell really nice items. Silver warhammer, steel short sword. Come on, let's buy that. Steel short sword sounds too nice to pass. Where's the food stuff? We're actually not looking for anything else, but... Huh. Interesting. They're selling gemstones, even. Not that kind of food stuff. It's just so many things when you are capital. Wow. So plump helmets, we have them on our own. I want these leaves and fruits and berries. There we go. Let's do this. Now, that'll refill our plant supplies for a year or two. That's all Koganaros needs. Okay. Now, let's see. Finally, the first job here is finished, so we're down to the very, very last job of these. But last episode, we did need an entire episode for just a handful of mechanisms to be delivered on the other end of the world, so we gotta stay patient here. Speaking about patience, I think it is a good moment to continue the construction of that area. There we go. so we can pluck down even more walls there. Get the last few levels till we hit the sky done. I have already scaled down this project a little bit, but there's still a lot of things to be done. I don't know why they are not taking my deconstruction jobs seriously. They are important. I bet that is still that crazy mining quest I have put down the last episode or the episode before. You see, I was triggered by the rather low amount of cobaltite, and I think I have just triggered a hauling storm with that. I might have overdone it, but at the same time, I am so tired of looking for cobaltite. We also gained some mica. Also, oh yeah, there was one thing that I definitely needed to check out. The wise comment section has spoken, and I have now learned that cherrywood would be the thing that has gold color. So let's see. We don't own cherrywood, as it seems. I own wagonwood. That's a really weird type of wood, but let's not talk about that any further. So, if you know, you know. Meant to check back with these guys. Oh, it's really good that I checked back with these guys because I forgot my trader here. So, yeah, just like I was fearing. There are no elves. They're proper dwarves. They're not selling any wood. They're not selling any of this weird stuff. So, turns out my outpost liaison has to wait until an elven caravan passes by. So does that mean that my liaison has elvish tastes? Is that an early sign of treason? Why is that paused? It's not supposed to be paused. Guys, was that thing the whole time in there? Oh boy. I don't want to check back on my old footage, but I'm very afraid that this was the whole reason why things took that long. Well, if you build a mega project, things are just as they are. You sometimes slip up. You sometimes do silly things. You sometimes just don't get things done in time. It is normal. But really, if I could get a Homer J. Simpson dough, or every time something like that happened in this fortress, I think we would have a pretty high dough count. Why is that deconstruction not happening? I really need to learn what kind of job is related to that. Because, you know, maybe that would speed up the process. So let's see. Okay, Gabbro is running low. And the hauling brigade is surely just busy hauling plenty of other stuff. As they usually are. So, I start to consider if I should take back these mining jobs that I did there. Come on. Eurist, this is going too far. We need to stop right here. We got the cobaltite we wanted. Let's stop this madness. Mostly because I don't know when it will stop. So, since I really have to wait for a couple of things, we might as well build the Doctor's Guild Hall. These guys are patient, diligent, and important, so we might give them their place to be. Now then, let's put it down like this. We don't have room for many outcroppings here, but a bit of a extravagancy here. Tiny edges. Okay, now, We still got a couple of blocks here. Why? I don't know. Let's put these on the trash bin. I mean, that's another one of the mysteries I would like to see resolved. Why my many jobs to put something into the trash are not respected. I mean, this is a garbage dump zone. It should work. Sometimes it does work. Often it does not work. I'm confused. But well, such is life when you're playing Dwarf Fortress. So, Datan is stumbling around obliviously. So, do we have one next haggard dwarf in the making? Or what is your problem, my friend? I am uncovered. This is so humiliating. So this is a real problem in a long-term run, as these guys come back to your fortress butt naked, but they are just incapable of understanding that they can wear clothing again. They're really allowed to, but they can't. They just somehow can't. So here's another naked Datan. The naked Datans. Damn it. Two of them? Same name? Same butt as nakedness? What's going on here? Oh, well. No further questions. You guys go into military service where you can just do your thing in armor, just like you wanted to. Dwarves are just a very eccentric bunch. You get used to it over the course of the time, but there's still many weirdnesses occurring, like people fishing in the water generator, ex-soldiers being struck by post-traumatic stress and being unable to wear regular clothing. You always see something different in this line of work. Oh, look! The deconstruction jobs have been completed. Hell yeah. Alright, so that means we can finally get into the meat and bone of this whole procedure. Now, I need to deconstruct it here, and I need to put floorboards here. Must remove construction. So, I don't know. I could swear in past versions it was possible to just plot a piece of floor on top of a staircase. I feel like this is... I'm going crazy. Okay, let's check back with our brave mechanic and see, and make sure that he has everything he needs. The unhappiness count of Kogana Ross has turned stable. Makes me guess that our work regimen is not really overburdening them anymore, which is a good thing. Okay, so far so good. He's not standing still. And for once, not even our noblemen have issued any crazy cravings. I don't know if crazy cravings sounds that good, but I don't care. Sometimes things sound better in your head than when you speak them out aloud. So, this is going to be one badass artifact. Seeing how much gold is flowing into this thing. Alright, I'll be monitoring this process a little bit. Then he ruins it all with dog leather. Damn it. Gonna monitor this thing, as we don't want anybody here unnecessarily dying. I keep being impressed about the amount of artifacts one fortress can crank out, though. There he is now. Because I really thought that it'd stop earlier, that they are not finding anything they can construct anymore. I've read somewhere that the total amount of artifacts in a fortress is limited. There is at some point a end to new artifacts. I really thought it would be coming earlier, but boy, I was wrong. Okay, time for our Dolomite layer. There So, what about this job? It's done, my friends. It's done. That means we can turn on the first aqueduct if we want to. I want to. I hope you wanted to. But first, let me quickly set in the Doctor's Guild Hall. Jeez, that doesn't really help anymore. Okay. So you guys can have it, and our royal engraver shall see to the proper decorations of this place. There goes. We're going to put a couple of doors in here as well once the engraving is done. But apart from that, I think the Doctor's Guild Hall will be good. But I missed a very important point here. It's supposed to be for everybody. Okay. Now then, we are ready to construct the next pump stack. So, the ramp will go here. So, the piece of floor will go here. Wait a sec, we're working with dolomite, aren't we? Want the capro. So, oh, mechanisms. Mechanisms are always a really good artifact, as a matter of fact. Too bad that this guy went stingy with it and claimed it as a family artifact, but whatever. They shall do as they please. Okay. So, the floorboard will be placed down here. That's how it worked on the opposite side. Export bans. That's always nice to see. I'm always happy when they didn't come up with another stupid new idea of theirs. Okay, let's do this, friends. Pull the lever, Jurist. Pull the lever. It's 4 bridges. And I just hope that nobody will be standing on any of these bridges when I pull the lever. Otherwise, somebody will get yoinked into the orbit. There we go. This bloke, though, wanted to go that way. So yeah, these pathways are now blocked. Oh no, it's too early. Oh, jeez. Alright. You know, we cannot finish our construction here anymore. If that's the case, because people cannot reach the top surface here anymore. Patience, Jurist, patience. You're being too hasty. Ugh, I can't tell you guys how impatient I am. I want to get this thing started so badly. But I think this is pretty normal when you're doing a task for such a long time that you really can't wait to see a project finished. Now they built a wall here, which was totally not what we wanted. So what would be really annoying would be to notice that everything, the entire pump stack here is strung up the opposite side. So it's basically, it would be basically not pumping upwards, but pumping downwards. That would be really, really embarrassing. But I didn't see any of these faults yet. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is all a fixable issue. We can crawl into our pump stack and start reconstructing things from there as ramps are connecting everything here. So It's doable. It would be really annoying, but it would be doable. Alright. It was a foolish choice of mine to link both bridges, both sides of the aqueduct to the same lever. I will never do it like that again. That was really the dumbest choice that I could make. So we need to put a piece of floor back here, otherwise we will be pumping things into the wrong direction, and now I need to double check. I've been talking about wrongly placed pumps so much that I really didn't trust myself anymore. Our mayor is slipping into depression? Dude, what's the matter? Ah, you're one of the naked ones, led Cloister Guild, former member of the Lands of Faith. So, I think by now I need to consider putting these guys into the military squad and don't let them train at all. So yeah, these naked dwarves, they turn into a real problem by now. So yeah, but well, I'm afraid of what will come in the upcoming fortresses. So I totally need more armor, as it seems. That's okay. So we're going to go for orders here. Iron breastplate. Not leggings, though. We surely have enough leggings. But these gimmicks here, I'm pretty sure that we might by now be running low on these. Tell you what, we're going to build us some iron shields as well. Good. Alright, let's do this. So, back to the workstations. Now, let's bring down gear assembly to connect it all. And I think we're good to go for the screw pump. So this screw pump will take the water there. So the water needs to be brought there. Boom. Water is pumped from here to there. Double check. The first ones are the important ones. Water pumped from this direction to that direction. Looks the right that way. So we're good to go. Nice. Alright. Let's head back to the neighboring work side and place down a couple of walls. So far, so good. There's been no weird occurrences anymore. Except for one of my wrestlers is throwing a tantrum now. Well, I am doing what I can in terms of making these guys happy again. This is the best I can do. The big problem I see comes with the mayor, because there might be a good chance that he's unwilling to get enlisted into military service because of his position as a mayor. So that's where things will get complicated, I guess. Okay. Anyways, I like complicated things. So we have a ramp here, so put down a ramp there. Go downstairs, put down a ramp there. Go downstairs, put down a ramp here. Downstairs. Okay. So at this point we need to stop. We got a nice checkerboard thing here going, and now we can place down the floors accordingly. But now I lost track where... Okay, that's more tricky than it looks like, so... well, no, I won't do that like this. This is getting over my head while I'm recording. Sometimes things are more complicated when I'm recording. It sounds weird, but it is what it is. So that's floorboard goes there, then goes there. Don't place down walls. Then goes there, then goes there. Alright. I think sometimes I'm just blocking myself with being too afraid of doing something wrong here. So... Okay. Now we need it the opposite way. That was wrong. Okay, but the preparations go down way, way faster than for the previous bump stack. I must say, you just notice when you start knowing what you're doing and when you have the kind of like the blueprint down of what you want to do. So... yeah, once all the floorboards are done, I am also able to just plot down the pumps. And I'm very confident that next episode we can actually turn on the pumps. I think it will happen, my friends. So... I also decided how I want to do this. We're going to place a door here. And brick up the rest. So there will be exactly one entry point for the entire thing here. I'll make it look kind of like this system here. Alrighty, we're almost there. Damn, I'm excited. So... I'm very positive that it can be pretty much only one episode from here anymore. Simply because we don't have that much more to do anymore. The castle needs some finishing, yes, but I am considering to do that after I'm done with Season 4. Like, you know, do the polishing when we, in between the time when I do a proper fortress guide. Because, of course, this thing will have a guided tour for you guys. So, are you guys serious? That's all the Koboldite we got after all I went through with you? Jeez. Gotta say, this whole idea of making floors out of Koboldite was the worst idea ever. That stuff is just not available enough for my plans. On the other hand, I find it a excellent material for my plans, as it really gives the dwarf that feeling of, what did you guys go through to get to this material? I like the idea of that, you know? Because the people of Koganaros, they don't build that to impress any surface dwellers. They do this to impress the dwellers of the below. Their friends and such. Nobody cares about them grass lickers. Okay. So, let's continue. I think I got all the floorboards down now. So, she's looking this way, so we need the next one that way. Good thing is, if your initial planning is right, you can be totally brain dead afterwards. If not, you will be regretting it. I hope I won't be regretting it. So, alright, so the naked dwarves are clothed again. Alright, that's okay. I'm happy. We need to put the depressive naked people back there where they belong. I somehow think this must be some sort of a post-traumatic stress. That's exactly how I'll handle it in terms of lore. You must know, most of these are, after all, Shin Mistum veterans, and therefore they have seen their fair share of blood, death, and other horrible things. So, oh no, I did a bad thing. Place down the wall blueprints before I place down the floor blueprints. Yeah, so it's happening again. Gotta cancel one construction each edge. Otherwise, they will be leaving out the corners. Been there, done that. Okay. Damn, that second pump stack goes up like nothing. Dodok craft smart dwarf slips into depression. We have a lot of depressed people here. So this guy at least is depressive without any nakedness involved. Alright, that's a start. So, self-pity after being unable to practice a martial art, acquire something away from family. Why are you... Ah, he's haggard already, so... Gotta say, the construction of this bridge certainly hasn't brought up the best of all things in the people of this fortress. So, who are you? Bumreklogen. Alright, I was not sure which one of them it was. Okay, so, I mean, the military, the therapeutical squad is full now. This is really concerning me. How many more do we need to send into therapeutic military service? Only time will tell. Anyways, my friends, speaking about time, it is about time. We are done for today's episode. I am really, really happy that you've been around. We have a bit of a whoopsie here. I need to punch a hole in here to get that ramp done. They can't reach it anymore. It's cluttered. You see, they can't step over that. They can't step over those. Anyways, next episode, I am very, very confident that we will turn on one side of the machinery, as there is pretty much nothing standing in our way anymore. We merely need to bunker up these things here, and, well, looking forward next time to let the waters flow. I sincerely hope that it will work that easily, but we'll see about that once we get there. Either way, thanks for watching. We'll see each other next time. Feel free to leave me your comments down below. I would be very, very happy to hear back from you. And as usual, check out the description box. There's an entire playlist for the entire Savage Lands. This is Season 4 after all. There's 3 more fortresses that I've played so far. And of course, I need to point quickly towards Patreon, PayPal, and buy me a coffee. I'd be very, 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 very grateful if you'd give them a look, and a big, big thanks to all of you who already did. I deeply appreciate your support, and I deeply appreciate everybody watching these series, because they would be worthless without you, my friends. That being said, I hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll be coming back when we get this thing finally started. See you guys there. Have a good one.